Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Pawns and Patrons, an old school dungeon crawl classics game featuring these wonderful people here. We have tentatively titled this episode Ode to Frog Dude, but of course,
Froge
mispronouncing the name Froge Dude. Yes, thank you to both of you.
At some point, it just becomes willful mispronunciation.
I'm okay with this. Let's go around the table. Let's say hi, everybody. Neal, how are you today? What's going on?
My friend's birthday was yesterday, and we went over to their house for a party, and everyone ended up staying all night and having an amazing time, and we left super early so that we could be awake for this here today. So I am super excited enough to leave the only party of the entire year to be here. So I'm ready. That's what's up with me.
I'm sorry we couldn't redo it and you could do both. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. This is more important, more fun.
Hashtag better party.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
true.
pretty much everything else. Also, the leaves have finally changed colors, and in about a week, it's gone from green to barren in the course of a week.
Oh, so you didn't get the orange?
Yeah, but it was like, 7 days of orangeness. Now I look out the window and like the trees are 5% leaved and 95% twigs.
I see.
Yeah.
Vanished.
We got full orange for a while here, so that's cool.
Speaking of, what's life like with you, Jen?
We got full orange for a while.
Good life.
I'm a frog today. I'm not I am a frog, but it's also an ode to Froge. And yeah, life's been good. I mean, confining like a pro, staying indoors and being outdoors alone a lot. So yeah, we're in red alert in Montreal. So, restaurants are closed. You're not supposed to see friends. You don't see friends.
It would be nice if the Netherlands caught up to you on that, but maybe in another week or two.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm lucky enough to be working from home, so I feel lucky and blessed.
We have wonderful Dungeons and Dragons like this and friends like
helps.
each other to help us get through all of this. Rachel, how are you weathering the world these days?
It's I'm in for a new thing because my parents got in a car about a week ago and started driving cross country to me. So they arrive after the show, and that'll be 2 weeks of, I don't know, hanging out with masks on in the living room, talking about what my cats are doing. It's gonna be fun though. I'm really excited to see them. Like, I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm like so happy they're here, but I'm so scared of the pandemic. So I hold both things. But I'm excited to be here with you guys. It has been a month since we've played this game, and I've been thinking about my dudes, my dudes, my douches.
Me too. I've been thinking about this game way too much.
It's really been stuck in my mind as well. It's really fun to see what comes out of the random generation of characters and what the players grab onto and play with. So we're going to see some really fun continuing forwards play. But Anna, I want to hear from you first. And maybe you can talk a little bit about who we're supporting today with our stream, right?
Yes, thank you. I would love to. So some of you who may have been watching us a long time since we started streaming with Misclicks role-playing way back in the day might be familiar with Any Key, which is an organization that we have worked with and grown up alongside that is focused on making the gaming community a better place, making esports more inclusive, all of those awesome things. A lot of the leaders of that have been some people that I look up to as mentors and educators, and so it's an organization that I recommend checking out. There's also some cool stuff you can do in terms of pledging to be a good citizen of the internet with them. But today they are doing a stream in support of the Games and Online Harassment Hotline. They're raising money through Tiltify. So you'll see in all of our chats, if you use the command !charity, you can, I think that's everybody's chat. You can find the link to donate through Tiltify to the Games and Online Harassment Hotline. And that's a hotline that you can actually text if you are experiencing harassment or you're dealing with any kind of mental health things that you need advice on in the gaming and online space. They target specifically people who play games, people who work in games, and people who are content creators. So a lot of the specific things that can weigh on you, like, wow, I have a lot of viewers who come to me about mental health struggles, and I know I'm not qualified to talk about that, but I need someone to talk to about the effect it has on me. Or I want to play games as a release, but when I do, I get harassed, and so I feel stuck and don't know what to do. So on the one hand, it's something that can provide you emotional support, and on the other hand, it's something that can provide you resources, because they'll say, okay, here's some steps you can take, here are some things you can do. And so I'm going to try it out myself. I think it's open 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday Pacific time. I'm pretty sure that's right. So check it out as a resource if you want to use it. And if you think that it's awesome that they're providing resources like this for gamers, especially in this time where it can be really hard to find mental health support and a lot of people really need it. So we're really excited to be supporting them. Their goal is pretty achievable, I think. So let's see how big of a dent we can make during our, I think we're going to be streaming for them for an hour and a half, the first hour and a half of our show. Then they have more going on the Aniki channel. But of course, we will still be here streaming for 4 hours total today. And we'll keep raising money for them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anna, for that wonderful overview of this. Shout outs to Aniki and everybody watching over on Aniki's stream in their chat. Hey, thank you all for hanging out here with us. Thank you for having us on your stream. And we're so excited to play some Dungeons and Crawl Classics.
Dungeons and crawling.
How many?
That's what we do.
How many games am I playing? Awesome. Shall we get right into it? Are y'all ready
please.
To play? Then can we start off with a recounting of our adventures from last time?
Everyone's dead.
So this is episode 2 for anybody who's joining us late. If you're just tuning in and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should watch or whatever, you haven't missed much. We're just going to tell you what you've missed. So please.
And actually, Stephen, before we start, could you give, if people haven't watched a roleplay show or especially Dungeon Crawl Classics, could you let them know like what this game is and what we're doing?
Absolutely. So a tabletop role-playing game show is where we all sit around together and we collaboratively tell a story. 4 of us, my friends here, are in the roles of player characters that they control, and they say what they do and how they react and ask questions about what's going on. And I am in the role of the, generally it's called a Dungeon Master. I forget what the specific terminology for it is in Dungeon Crawl Classics. Here's the book for Dungeon Crawl Classics, which I love showing off because it's a really good book. Dungeon Crawl Classics is a modern game that is trying to emulate an old school style from the initial original days of Dungeons and Dragons. So we're going to roll some dice whenever we're not certain what the outcome of a situation might be, or if we want to, or if we have different opinions about how things might go from here, we'll roll some dice and find out what happens. My players are all playing fantasy heroes, peasants in they might become heroes. One of the key differentiators for Dungeon Crawl Classics is that instead of starting as a mighty wizard slinging spells or a cleric calling their god from the heavens, players in Dungeon Crawl Classics start at level 0, where they are literally barrel makers or farmers or sheep herders or etc. I think we have a jester who just joined us last episode, so we're going to meet some of our characters again very soon. Find out what particular skills they bring to the table. But before we go and do that, let's remind ourselves what happened last time.
You killed us all.
Well,
all of my characters.
You all. Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
I had 4 characters. I have 0 now.
Well, I think perhaps you might recall that by the end of the episode, you had 3, right?
3 new ones, yes. Yes.
0 level play in Dungeon Crawl Classics is especially deadly. So yeah, just to set the scene, you are all villagers sort of from or loosely affiliated with the town of Oakwell? Is that what it's called? Let's double check. Oakwell Hamlet. And villagers from your hamlet were disappearing over a period of weeks and not returning, and people in your town were starting to get pretty nervous about this, until one day someone stumbled back into town, their form half twisted into the form of a beast. They crawled into the middle of the town and said, "The old fort," before dying of their wounds. And so the 16 originally of you set forth for the fort on the hill, a couple hours march away from town, in contravention of the local lord's decree that nobody approach the fort. I might remind you. And what did you find when you made it to the fort? What's going on there?
This is a really good time specifically to call out that Disco Rocky made a $10 donation and said, "This is for Froge Duday. He deserved better." Thank you for bringing awareness to these issues. We have a lot of other donations, but that one specifically was for Froge before we tell the story of Froge Duday.
And what was that user's name again?
Disco Rocky.
Disco Rocky, thank you so much.
We also got donations from E2 Mac, J Freak, Blasphemy, the Dapper. Sorry, it cut off.
Yeah.
Someone Dapper, Mr. Dalk, and Ali Bakes. Thank you all.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much. So yes, what is the Ode to Froge Duday?
Froge Duday was a sweet and courageous frog person, and all he wanted was to put himself out in front of the party and find out what the next step should be. So he approached a strange looking plant, and that plant turned out to be not only strange looking, but evil. And it impaled him with vines before he could even take any action. But if he had taken action, we know that it would have been exceptional.
That's very touching.
He would have been our hero. Well, he is our hero, but I do think he was off to do great things.
We have to point out he was the only one courageous to step forward.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah. Great courage.
Yeah. I mean, look, my character Fran, the horse lady, survived, but that's not because she was trying to do anything good. That's because she, followed Froge Duday and let the vines get him.
A lot of cowards in this game. A lot of cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly on my team.
Perhaps even more now than there were before. So, I've now pulled our view over to the map of the fort that you are investigating. Let's remind ourselves what happened. We approached the fort. We fought they were actually the corpses of old villagers with vines sort of grown up around them that lashed out and attacked Froge Duday. You made your way in through the portcullis into the center of the courtyard. One of Jen's characters was carrying on about the well and how dangerous it was and how to approach it, but I don't remember why. So that was probably not a big deal. There's a number of things. There's this very interesting looking well over here. There's this collapsed ground where there's just an endless mist that's rising up from some unfathomable depth below. And who was that who met their untimely Barbara? Barbara met her untimely fate. The edge of the cliff crumbled beneath her feet and sent her tumbling down below. There's an old stone that's sticking up out of a pile of grasses and decorated with runes up here near the collapsed wall in the northwest corner. There's this sort of burnt-looking, scorched building over here that we haven't investigated yet because you came into this spiral staircase chamber to find a collection of half-mutated villagers from Oakwell, villagers who you used to know who've been twisted into the horrible shapes of beasts who attacked you viciously. There were a number of other villagers strung upside down along the walls that after dispatching the horrendous mutated villagers, you managed to pull them all down and give them drinks of water and hearty claps on the back. And I think a number of them vowed fiercely to join you in your quest to discover what is going on here in this horrible fort. Could those of you who have acquired new characters remind me who the new characters you acquired are? Neal.
I have Sky. He is a surfer bro. who is like just here to make ends meet because, you know, he needs a new longboard and those are expensive. We have little Jimmy, one of the villager kids, who's definitely going to live a long time. And then we have Kai, the cook, who he needs some more spices. And the only way to do that is to follow the orders from his patron, Valerie. That's my patron. And here to get some of that money so he can get some spices so his food won't be so bland.
Fantastic. That brings you up to a full complement of 3 characters. Jen, you got 1 new character?
Oh yeah, but I got the new character.
Who is that?
The sacrifice of the others were well worth this trade. So I'm very excited to have this new character called Strej Dude.
What? We've heard that last name before.
Yeah, it's the cousin. It's a relative of Froj Dude. He's a frog jester. He has silk clothes. And he is actually very lucky. He was born under the fortunate date Augur. He's very low stamina and weak, but very charismatic and lucky. So I am sure that he should be okay. He comes along with many, many songs.
Because he's a jester.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense.
The singing jester. Makes sense.
And Anna, you also got 2 new characters, right?
Yes, I did.
Why don't
So,
you-
Fran the horse lady, who is an ostler, which is somebody who just handles other people's horses, I guess, I learned from this game. She survived, and she was like kind of just nonplussed about that. But we now have to add to the mix Lucky Joe, who is a good-natured farmer with a herding dog who carries a pitchfork. And we also have Babs, who is a brewer, and she has with her 1d3 gallons of booze. Let's roll and see how many gallons that is. Let's see. 3 gallons. She has 3 gallons of booze with her right now, and also a bung hammer, which, if you didn't know what a bung is, it is the plug that goes in a barrel that holds like ale. So on a pirate ship, if you say bung hole, it literally means the hole in the barrel where you get the booze out. Fun facts that you learn on this show. She also has a 10-foot pole, which is very important for any adventurer. So I think Babs is actually one of the best equipped adventurers for this. However, she is probably a little tipsy.
So maybe she used to have 4 gallons of booze.
That could be.
Wonderful. All right, I'm duplicating Steven the herding dog, and what name should we give to the new herding dog? That
Steven the herding dog is still around, though, right?
Yes, but we need a new dog for Lucky Joe, right?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, because did I already bring that Steven the herding dog and give him to Lucky Joe, or did Lucky Joe also have a dog? I think he also had a dog. So now Lucky Joe has 2 dogs because Lucky Joe's gonna adopt Steven.
Amazing.
So Steven, and we already had a dog, Rachel, right?
Let's see. I see Steven. I see Rachel. We've got.
No, I named my dog Rachel.
Is that
Someone
a
else-
horse?
And go to Viev. Go to Viev.
Oh, yes.
Wait, Neal's a
Fantasy.
horse?
Neal is a horse.
And there's Rachel and Steven, the dogs.
Yes.
I love that
I think
Neal's
I named
a
my
horse.
dog Rachel. So I think that Lucky Joe has a dog named Rachel and a dog named... I was going to name it after one of Rachel's cats, but then we would feel too attached to it in case anything happened.
Yeah, no. Kill the dog named Rachel, but don't damage the dog named after Squall.
What about
Right,
Harvey?
then we'll name the other we'll name the other dog Anna. It'll be Rachel and Anna, the dogs.
Okay.
Amazing.
The butt sniffing duo.
Yeah, they're BFFs now.
Fantastic. And let's see. I'm just gonna take these dogs, give them little purple dots on them, and make sure that they're both under your control, Anna. Yep. Wonderful, they are. Anna the dog runs out the door and immediately begins jumping up and down and going how in Rachel's face.
Oh.
They're like one of those like Tasmanian devil clouds running around.
Yes. Fantastic. Then, yeah, if I remember correctly, the floor of this room is like covered in like dirty rags and hides and stuff. And you found some treasure under the rags last time, right? Yeah. I see 53 silver pieces, 23 gold pieces, and 2 platinum pieces, which I think you already apportioned last time. But you managed to find all that, as well as there was like I think a cloak, and it felt like there was something sort of like sewn into the hem of the cloak, like a crinkly paper feeling thing. And from in here, you can see that there's this spiral staircase which heads up towards it. It looks like maybe the walls outside, as well as a closed door to the north of you, and of course the door to the northwest that leads back to the courtyard of the keep. Now, one of the prisoners in here that you brought down from the walls is not from Oakwell. This is a foppishly dressed, bookish dandy with wire-rimmed glasses who pushes them up his nose and sits down on the steps and says, Good fellow people, my name is Fruilt. Yes, well, thank you very much for rescuing me. Goodness gracious, I did not like being hung upside down upon this wall. No, I did not. Justitia's mercy. I know not what those foul beasts intended, but it cannot have been good. The screams. Then he looks at the 12 of you with expectancy.
Hey man, like, who's hanging you upside down by the wall?
Why, they set upon me by night as I was traveling the roads, wandering from place to place in service of my patron, Zotella, Haruspex of the Vexing Skull. Yes, these miscreants, these vagabonds, I can't believe that they would attack a traveling person of my esteem. Truly upsetting.
Far out, man.
Yes. He turns and looks over at you, Lucky Joe, and says, Say, mistress. Lucky Joe, is Lucky Joe a man or a woman? Or non-binary?
Let's find out. Male.
Note. Yeah, looks like maybe my note was not safe. Well, whatever. Male, yes. Good master. Good master, is that booze that I see upon your glorious personage?
Well, I reckon you may be actually meaning to talk to Babs, because I'm just a farmer with a pitchfork and 2 dogs. I haven't touched a drop in 10 years.
Oh, yes, well, sorry, yes. Babs, mistress, as we were all hanging upside down, all of the goods that were dangling from us just got confused. Is that booze that I see?
You want a sip?
I most certainly do. Please.
I don't know anything about germs, so you can just drink from my bottle.
The germ theory of disease will not be developed for many hundreds of years, so I think we're good. He just waits. Bracing stuff. Well, if that be all, then I believe I will depart from here and leave you to whatever it is you intend to. What is it you intend to do? Why? Surely you're not
party.
Not quite, man. Like, the party comes after we complete our quest.
Dude, life's a party. Get with it.
Beverly is standing in the back, covered in the blood of her dead lover, and is watching everyone become very jocular and joyful. And
How does Beverly
says,
feel about this?
You're just gonna walk out of here? You think you could just leave, drink our booze, and stroll back into a sunny day? I don't think so, buddy. We got stuff to do. And if you know this castle, and if you saw those people, you're gonna stick with us and you're gonna do it too.
Oh my. Well, No, but you see, you misunderstand me. I don't know this castle at all, and I don't know these people, and I am but a simple scholar. I would be wasted. I would hold you back. I would probably end up killing you myself. It would be very unfortunate. You don't want that, really.
Killing me yourself.
Just, by virtue of my fumbling nature. Yes, that's what. Well, listen, I mentioned my patron. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You look like someone who has an eye for gold.
Beverly is disgusting and wearing nothing with a value of more than 5 copper, but she is flattered.
Yes, Maya. A woman like you clearly knows the value of finery and goods and also services. Anyway, listen, my patron, Zotala Haruspex of the Vexing Skull, is a powerful wizard. And they sent me here to investigate this castle because you see, there is a fancy old but worthless ring that is rumored to be lost somewhere underneath the keep here. If you find it and bring it back to me, then I will pay you a paltry sum, 50 gold coins, paid direct to you from the purse of Zotala, the Haruspex of the Vexing Skull.
Babs leans over to which character? What's your character's name again? Beverly.
It's Beverly that's talking now.
Babs leans over to Beverly and she's like, I wasn't listening because he said butts, but what is it that we're supposed to find?
He said there's a ring in this castle and that his job was to go get it. And now he's trying to slip on out of here and leave us with the job and offer us, I want to say, pocket change?
Pocket change? Why, wager Oakwell itself has never seen more than 50 gold. Yes, quite a good sum of money.
Yeah, well, I can't spend it if I'm dead. And I'll be dead if you leave us in this castle.
He nods and he says, "You are right, good madam. What? Can you tell me your name?"
I have 3 women.
Who are you speaking with?
Oh, Beverly. All my gals are gals.
Well, yes, Beverly. I'll tell you what. I'll stay right here and guard this very room from any further ingress or egress. And if you go into the castle and find this ring for me, then I will pay you a king's ransom of 75 gold coins.
Kai steps
Once
forward.
Once again, value is relative. If I'm dead, I can't spend it. And Beverly backs up.
You are a great warrior, a great hero who strode in here with your companions and slew these mutated villagers. Really quite he picks up the arm of a dead creature, really quite unfortunate. What has been happening? But yes, mighty heroes like yourself surely fear nothing from whatever might lurk deeper within the castle.
Lucky Joe. Oh no, you go.
No, it's you.
No, you go.
Kai steps forward, places a hand on the scholar's shoulder, looks him deep in the eyes, and says, "Who is she that you need this ring for, man? Maybe if we could connect more with the purpose of your engagement, we'd be more excited to help you fulfill it."
Oh my gosh, you're getting engaged? That's what you need the ring for?
It's gotta be,
That's
right?
so cute.
Beverly's like, oh, it's for love. Ugh.
Yes, I intend to marry my beloved Zotala, the Haruspex of the Vexing Skull, who has no flesh on her beauteous head and whose cheekbones glimmer with ivory. It's really, I need to make a grand gesture so that she will accept me and we will spend our life together in harmony.
I'm not trying to judge or anything, and you should definitely do you, but have you considered that there's a longevity miscompatibility here? Have you considered maybe the undead aren't the right people to marry?
Beverly steps in and goes, "Don't stand in the way of love. It's beautiful what you have."
She
wipes tears and her lover's blood from her face.
So then, I think we all agree that 40 gold coins is more than a worthy price.
So, what happened to like 75?
I'm not that drunk. Good try.
My tongue slipped. I meant 75.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Grolabless then says, well, everybody, since this noble is vulnerable and all alone and you here, I feel obligated to stay behind and take care of him and protect him. I really feel like this is the place where I'll have more value. And then his mother, Redray, is like, you're just a coward, son. Why are you trying to stay behind? I see right through you.
You should listen to your mother.
But why do you get to stay behind and I don't?
Well, because I am performing a valuable service for Zotella, Haruspex of the Vexing Skull. Are you performing a valuable service for Zotella, Haruspex of the Vexing Skull? I don't think so. Case closed.
Taking care of you? It's very brave.
Oh, that's not necessary. I can take care of myself. We scholars have things like pens, which, as you may have heard, are mightier than swords.
Does that mean you could like figure out what that crinkly thing in this cloak is all about? Because it kind of sounds like paper. And I don't know about you guys all, but like I'm illiterate and I couldn't tell you what's on it.
Well, I do know paper. Yes, that is, I could figure out paper.
Yeah, you know paper?
What is this? Tell me.
I don't know. There's this cloak thingy that we found and it's all like crinkly in the bottom and it sounds like paper.
Yeah, do you hand it over?
Yeah, I just hand the cloak to him.
He picks up this old ratty cloak and he like looks at it and he feels along the hems and he gets to the spot. He says, "Why? Yes, it does. It does. Hang on, just one moment." And he like pulls something out of like a satchel or something like that. It's like a little pen case. He like opens it up. There's like a little letter opener in there and like 3 pots of ink and a quill pen. It's very nice. He pulls out this letter opener and just like slides it under and starts ripping up the seams of this cloak, and pulls out a small scrap of paper. And he pulls it open, and let me see. Yeah. Yes. I need to take a look at a picture. There is a drawing on this piece of paper. It looks like a blueprint of a room. So there's a long rectangular room, and in the middle of it is a smaller rectangle, sort of like subset into the room, with little like wave symbols in this middle rectangle. And up on the north wall of this longer rectangle, there's just a drawing of a skull with an arrow pointing to the skull.
Do you know what it means?
He looks at it and says, "Why, this is quite a mystery. I know nothing of what this could possibly imply."
Does it look like Zotella?
You found this inside of the... I say, that's my future wife you're talking about, my good boyo. She has a lustrous sheen to her skull, which is clearly absent in this depiction. Now, if there were perhaps like some radiant lines around the outsides, maybe we'd be talking. But no, I can safely say this is not the skull of Zotella, the Haruspex of the Vexing, therefore mentioned. You said you found this in this very chamber, down there, beneath those very scattered rags and hides?
Yeah, man.
How odd.
But like, does this look like part of the castle? Do you have any like idea where this could be? Who this could be? Is it just like a warning, or is it like a search here for skull?
Yes. Why, that could be it. Search here for skull.
Where?
Why, I don't know.
Beverly leans in and points to the paper and goes, "Clearly over the ocean in the box."
He crosses his arms and says, "Beverly, do you think that they put the ocean in a box?"
Whoa. I don't know magic. I've seen some weird stuff here already, so. Beverly just throws her hands up and walks away. She's not smart.
True.
Well,
I've also seen some weird stuff here already.
Maybe we should explore the castle before it gets too dark, you know? It's kind of hard to see at night. It gets a little more creepy.
Junetouche is a little creepy girl, and she's very small, and she slips right up in there, and she's kind of looking up through the paper because she can't see over down into it, and she's like, is there any other information on there? Can we get anything else from this? Is there there's no hidden magic ink or anything? She's gonna do all sorts of little baby wizard motions at it, but she doesn't really know any magic.
So you are a wizard's apprentice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll 1d20, and on a 10 plus, we will see if you find anything particularly interesting here. Oh yeah. So you what is your usual tutored method for revealing invisible lettering?
The way that I've seen my master wizard do it was he sort of went like this, and then like this, and then leaned in very close and went and breathed his stinky old breath all over it. And sometimes the ends would curl, and other times things would rise out of the blank pages.
And as you breathe your stinky old breath all over the paper, the moisture from your breath settles into the parts of the paper that are pressed thinner. And there's 4 words that show up as you examine this paper extra closely. It says, "Press skull for plants."
For plants?
For plants. Plants. Press skull for plants.
I don't reckon I've ever heard any kind of plant that grows from pressing on a skull. But we did see plants growing out of bodies, and I ain't seen nothing like that before either, so maybe we could unpress it.
I like that. Let's not press the skulls anywhere, guys, because those plants were scary.
Barnacle Junetouche is already leaned down, and she's pressing on whatever skulls are half in the ground, the dead.
There's no loose skulls, so Junetouche must just be pressing on the heads of dead people around her.
That's when the red dress says, Whoa, plants. Remember last time we saw plants and vines, what happened to, Froge?
Yeah, but I reckon maybe if pressing the skull starts the plants, maybe it could stop the plants too.
So pull the skull.
Suppose and that makes sense.
Then Stretch go, what do you mean? What happened to Froge?
Yes!
He looks at you guys.
Fran will be like, he got skewered by a plant and brutally murdered.
He's dead.
You didn't see his body out front? It's really gross.
No, I was looking for Froge. Is he? He passed away.
Are you related or something?
Yes, I am Froge's cousin. Stretch today.
That sucks.
Whoa.
It's rough, buddy.
This is so tragic. What will I do? I shall write a song that will be called Ode to Froge. Let me
say his name so right, Jen.
Froge.
I think I need a couple of minutes, but soon you shall hear the Ode to Froge, and that's how I will pay honor to him.
Beverly's like, that's so romantic.
My poor cousin Froge. He was so brave. Did you see him be brave?
I mean, yeah, I guess he was braver than any of us, or, more reckless. Either one, I guess. But yeah, you could call him brave, I suppose.
He did not deserve to die.
He's taken out a scrap of paper and he's got his pen and he's like dipping it in the ink and is starting to write down very intently. And how would you spell? Never mind. I'll make it up.
Unatush is like standing over his shoulder now, and it's like FHRWOG, just letters.
Froge.
Froge. Well, if you want, I can sing it right now. Inspiration has struck me. I'm very fast in coming up with fully fledged songs within a minute.
Well, a professional jester like yourself, I would expect nothing less. Yes, do. Let's hear.
I hope it will make you all feel better, because I know that Froge, being God, must have left a hole in your hearts. So, Sir Noble, my lords, my ladies, my folk, my lads and laddos, let me sing you Ode to Froge.
Like, not to interrupt or anything, but we're kind of in like a haunted castle right now with things trying to kill us.
This is the prequel to it. All right.
Beverly's super into it.
Let me tell you the tale. The tale in great detail. The tale of the Froge. The tale of the mighty Froge Dudet. Ta-tam, 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 tam, tam, tam. Froge Dudet walk up to dangerous vines. Tam, ta-tam. Froge Dudet, no fear in his eyes. Ta-tam, ta-tam. Froge Dudet got killed by dangerous vines. Ta-tam. Beware the dangerous vines. Everybody, let me tell you the tale. Tell the tale in
Froge Dudet.
Froge Dudet.
The tale of the mighty
Froge Dudet. That was one of the best things that has ever happened. And
he bows.
by the way, if you're watching in the audience right now and you enjoyed that song, now would be a great time to make a donation to any key in the game's online harassment hotline using the link in chat. Please show your support. Jen, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
I've been singing it for a month now.
Amazing.
Because I came up with it after, like, the first episode directly after, and then I didn't want to forget it, so I kept singing it, and then...
Can you please write down all the lyrics and share them
Oh,
with us?
they are
do that.
written down.
I
In
want
fact,
to.
we're going to need to make sure that they're publicly available so they can go onto the wiki.
Yeah.
McTacky.
McTacky.
Babs was
Exactly.
dancing to it when she was like, everybody, Babs tried to sing, but most of it was like, hey, and she's like sloshing booze all around, but really getting into it.
This is amazing. I love this. I love the lyrics that you've written here.
Oh my gosh, you actually put Z instead
Yeah,
of
'cause
D.
it's to remember to do the French accent on it. Yeah.
Fruwalt says, well, my goodness, that was truly touching. Here, I am deeply sorry for your loss. And grateful also at the same time for your talents as a jester.
I hold on my little, I don't know, frog hand or paw, waiting for a tip.
He presses a gold coin into your paw.
Nice.
My eyes go wide. I never had such a big reward for a song.
And there's more where that came from, my good Dudet. 74 more. Yes, when you bring me the ring.
75.
He
Just
puts
because
the
you
gold
like
coin.
art doesn't mean that our charge lowers.
Well, yeah, well, very well. The 75, yes. Well, please leave me. I must inscribe the tale of Froge, yes, in peace and solitude.
Now might be a good time to mention we got some other donations.
Yes.
Thank you to Dean William and Hurricane Bill. Bill wishes us a wonderful day and a fantastic stream. Jossam Art says, my donation because Froge. And Disco Rocky says, I've been waiting for this song to be sung for the last month. I've been in the know for so long. I'm glad it finally happened. Once again for Froge.
Yay!
Thanks, you all. All right, we bid adieu to this dude. Not today.
Fruelt. My name is Fruelt.
Fruelt.
Fruit. Okay.
Well, you better be here when we get back, or I'm taking this lady to your lady myself.
The tale will take quite some time to inscribe. Where are you going? Are you reconvening out in the courtyard to decide, or is someone being hasty and dashing up the stairs, or what?
Yeah, Fran is gonna go retrieve Neal and Goatviev and make sure they're okay, calm them. Can she ride in here?
So, like, the room that you're in is not large, right? Let me take a look at the map and see if we can get these squares are 5 feet, so it's probably 25 feet across. So if you brought her in, it would be fairly cramped. Also, she doesn't really want to like go into a random tower. It would be tough. It would be the most difficult for her to like fit through the door more than anything. You could make her do it, but she's not like excited about it. This is Neal, the female horse.
Yes. Well, I don't want to leave her unprotected, but I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna look around for the safest like place that I could set her without hopefully being like a place that we've cleared. If I can.
Give me a luck check.
Ooh, for Fran.
Yeah. Hey, nice. Wow, Fran is amazing. So two thoughts come to Fran's mind. The first is that simply tying Neal to the tree outside where you buried your poor lost Froge, Guy, Delderp, Beggy, and the Vine Horrors. Like that would be a great spot to leave a horse sort of hobbled there. There's plenty of grasses around for Neal to munch on. If, on the other hand, you were looking for something more protected, the drawback of the courtyard is that it's very exposed from like anyone in here. However, there is this burnt out looking building with a door, and the door on the front of that building is quite large, very easy to lead a horse through.
Nope, haven't been in there. Definitely monsters in there. Taking her outside.
Okay.
I take Goatviev and Neal and find a nice grassy spot for them near the graves. But then I try to make sure that they don't like eat off the top of the graves and then decide that, oh well, and go back in.
Okay, cool.
Goatviev is happy.
Good.
All right.
I'd like to know if Neal the horse goes like Neal.
Like a Pokemon.
Neal. Yeah, we should have named it Nail. Like Neighl. Neal.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Nail. Nay.
Yeah.
Next level plays.
It's okay, next horse.
Yeah.
Neal and Nail.
Well, guys, I think probably going downstairs into the dungeons is probably where all the good stuff is. But, we should check our 6 and, go up on those walls, make sure it's cool. We don't want them, goblins slipping behind us. Anybody?
Sounds like a great plan. Whatever you said, I guess. I don't. Yeah. Here. Do you want some?
Yeah, because if you want to surf in the trough, you gotta start at the peak, and then you drop down into it.
Yeah.
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 Are you sharing booze?
Yeah.
Junitush wants some.
Yeah.
French
What's
do
up?
they also?
What's up,
That's strange.
frog friend and little lady? Here go.
Yeah.
Stretch, do they thanks you very much?
I'm sure drinking age here is like 10.
I'm an adult. Junitush says.
No thanks. Like, it's just gonna like put toxins in my body, and like I'm not about that sort of bad energy right now. But thank you.
You can leave his portion with me. I'm all about putting toxins in my body. Yes, especially here.
You can have a sip, but I'm taking the bottle.
Oh, thank you.
Have you ever seen anything come out of these stairs, Fralt?
Well, I think that some of those twisted villagers went running up that way, but I haven't seen anything come back down.
And do you know what's at the top of these stairs?
I will confess, I have not thoroughly investigated the castle from my prior position of hanging upside down by my ankles.
Fran's
Well-
like, look, are we gonna get going or what? Like, let's go.
All
Little
right.
little Jimmy scurries up the staircase to peer around carefully and see what's going on. Only
Yeah.
with the stealth that only a little child can muster, which is to say, none at all.
Is it?
Stretch, do they?
And Junitush follows with all the confidence of a drunk 12-year-old.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
coming too.
No,
Same
other,
with
other way,
Krob.
Denatush. This way.
I'm coming too.
Stretch, do they follows along with also like too much confidence?
Yeah. So, as you get to the top of the wall here, you can see down the length of this passageway that a number of these twisted villagers are sort of clustered down in a room, some distance ahead. You can see them through the dim because the sunlight is gleaming in through these arrow slits that look out over the causeway approach to the front of the keep. They look at you with fear in their eyes, and they gesture their various weaponry and brandish it in your direction. But none of them look interested in like coming towards you. They're like backed into a corner and trying to keep you off.
I count 5 weirdos in that room.
Hey, you 5 weirdos! Junitush yells down the hallway.
Shh. They're scary.
One of them
looking.
yells back, "Moo,
Watch your mouth.
moo, 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 moo."
He's being offensive, Junitush slurs.
He says, "Moo," and then makes a very rude gesture, which I cannot hear repeat.
Fran is incensed. Let's go. This can't stand.
I let
To
Fran go
what?
first.
She walks a few steps and she's like, isn't anybody else coming with me?
Stretch, do they, tries to whip. What weapon does Stretch have? Does he even have a weapon? I feel like he wouldn't.
Kai
He
steps
has a
forward.
mirror. Oh yeah, he has a dart. He takes out the smallest of darts and he's like, I am ready for battle. It's like,
Would each
Sure,
of you roll for initiative for your take the initiative roll of the highest initiative character, and then roll that.
All mine are 0.
Oh, me too now. All the good one died. Okay, then I'll make Stretch roll. Oh. Oh no, I didn't
they're all
select a
good.
token. Crap.
That's okay. I can add you.
Oh my god, but I got a 20 when I selected a token.
Oh no.
Oh, what a waste of a good 20.
Let's see. So we've got.
Let it be known that the first official roll of Stretch Duday was 20.
Official?
Keep that
The first
trend up.
official roll was definitely a 3. All right, fantastic. So, Stretch Dudet and Dune Touche, what are your respective luck scores?
It's the best luck. I got 13.
Whoa.
And I am 8.
All right,
Minus
Dune
one.
Touche is going to go second after Stretch, or specifically after Stretch. So, Kai, who I guess is one of Neal's characters, Neal, all of your characters can act now. They get the action.
So you're telling me I'm the first one to die again? Is what I'm
telling
hearing?
You're the first one to act, but what you do is entirely up to you.
Well, Kai is, how do you say? He's definitely here to try and prove himself in addition to his cooking needs. He wants to be strong enough that he can one day protect his family. He's a hopeless romantic. So he will stand next to Fran the horse lady, put a hand on her shoulder and say, "Together, we can do this." And stride down the hallway, brandishing his cleaver. Ooh, I have a cleaver.
Oh, dang.
Followed by little Jimmy and Sky at the rear. And is there like a ready attack in case someone closes with me? Like, I don't want to fight you, but I want to respond if you come at me?
I don't think so in this system.
All right.
You get to move and then take one action, and that's all.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm scared, Steven. I'm scared.
Now, remember that you can burn luck in order to make in order to add points to your D20 rolls. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we felt all these
Do
years.
one thing for each of your action dice. Right now, you only have one action dice. So let's take a look. Did we get a roll? Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. My people are moving in.
Your people are very brave.
They're very brave. They will close with the enemy. Kai is going to start off attacking the dude on the top with... Oh, where's my attack button? I don't know how to attack anymore. Oh, here it is. With a 15 to hit!
And 0 damage. Fortunately, the minimum you can do is 1. So 15 does hit. Kai steps forwards with that cleaver and lets loose, digging into the forearm of this bull-headed, twisted villager who goes, "Boo."
I forgot that little Jimmy has a short bow, so he will take a shot as Sky and Kai join the fray, and here is his short bow attack.
Little Jimmy remembers that if Little Jimmy misses, Little Jimmy is perhaps likely to hit one of his allies. Right, Little Jimmy? Want to roll another attack there. Actually, wait, we have a 50% chance to hit an ally engaged in melee. So roll 1d100, and if you get 50 or higher, you are fine. Hey, check it out! Your arrow flies wide and far, clattering.
Good job missing, little Jimmy.
Way to miss, bro.
Hey! And then finally, Sky will charge in with a yell and a scream and slash with a sword. So much damage.
Wow, 7 damage. Oh man, I wish that were a higher roll to hit, though.
Wait, can you sacrifice luck to move?
Yeah, you can burn luck. You can burn some points of luck.
You know they're
Yeah, but
gonna
I don't know
die.
what the target AC is. Do I need a 10? Do I need a 12? I have no idea.
Oh
All right,
man,
we're gonna do it.
I think it's more fun to tell you so that you can just like decide if you want to burn luck. You need to burn 3 points in order to hit.
So if my luck is 12, it would go down to 9.
Yes.
And at 9, it's still a 0 modifier, so I will do it. Okay.
Okay, awesome. You burn 3 points of luck, so adjust that score on your sheet, and you connect with your short sword, just like cleaving into the collarbone of this twisted villager who goes, "Moo."
Oh, I feel sorry for them.
They're just
Two shows. That'll teach you.
Don't let them cow you into inaction, Fran. Help!
Fruwald goes, "Good one," from down the stairs. Right, who's up next? Let's see, it's Anna. All of your characters can now take action.
Babs is lagging behind, and I don't think she can even get to them movement-wise.
Oh, you lost your super slow person, didn't you?
Well, Babs just was like lagging. She's way back here. So I don't think that distance-wise she can even make it to the villagers. But
No.
Fran will walk up and take an attack with her cudgel.
Cool.
Do I click on the melee modifier to roll it, right?
Let me take a look at your. This is Fran, the horse lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you click that melee modifier, the -1. 12 and 2 damage. You nailed.
Yay!
Look at that. You're attacking this one right in front of you.
Wow.
This is one of the ones that you had battled before in the chamber behind, and it was already wounded. And as such, the mighty blow that you strike over its skull is enough to send it crumpling to the ground in death.
I thought so. Lucky Joe will also approach. And Lucky Joe has a pitchfork, I believe. Yep. So Lucky Joe is gonna walk up next to Fran and say, well, I reckon I should help out. And he'll poke this other one with his pitchfork.
Amazing. Oof. An 11
Whoa.
isn't quite enough, but if
What?
you earned 1 point of luck.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Damage
But
is so good.
but he is lucky right now.
It's true.
His name will go from Lucky Joe to like
Go to
average Lucky
Joe.
Joe. Regular Joe.
Lucky Joe has an 8 luck. Lucky Joe is actually quite unlucky.
Oh yeah, that's right. I named him that because he was not lucky.
Right.
Look, I mean, I guess why quibble over 1 point when you're already at 8? So yeah, I'll burn one.
Amazing. All right, you hit. And yeah, you just skewer this twisted villager straight through the heart. It dies.
May you rest in peace, or wherever you folk do.
Is Babs just hanging back on the top?
Babs is like, I'm coming.
Right. Babs stumbles forwards as far as she can.
Yeah.
Then we move on to Jen, starting with the heroic, the peerless, the unfathomable Strej Duday.
Oh yeah, Strej Duday screams out ribbit and then says Farfroge, and then he takes out, as I said, his dart, which is like probably this big. It's really small. And then he throws it.
Let me take a look at your character sheet. Dart 1d4 plus. Ooh, you have plus
Yeah,
1.
because he's really lucky. He's
Yeah.
got 13 luck. So
Incredible.
Strej is like a 1 HP very lucky person.
Let me look real quick at like the range of darts. I think that's under basic equipment here.
I would think they're thrown, right? Like I'd be very surprised if the dart is like.
Yes. So let's see. Dart is thrown. It has a range of 20, 40, 60. Let's see. So here's the interesting thing is, let's see. Firing a missile weapon into melee. Missile fire range is short, medium range, long range. Here's the tricky thing. So right now, if you want to throw your dart, you can, but because you're more than 60 feet from your target, we are going to drop your action die down along the dice track from a d20 down to a d16.
Can I move and then shoot?
Yes, but you might still end up being 60 feet away.
Oh,
go
really?
ahead and move yourself up to 30 feet. So it looks like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It looks like really you can kind of only get like here
Oh.
anyway, which is like,
Yeah.
it's quite far. So
Oh, I get that. I thought Strej was being courageous and closer. But I still think that's his move. Like,
okay.
so I guess I'll just go like here.
In fact, because you're double your max range, I'm going to drop you down the dice track 2 steps. So you're going to roll a d14, but you still have a chance of success.
Am I like? Is there a big chance that I'm gonna hit? Like, am I at risk of hitting people?
You are also at a bad chance of hitting your friends because you're so far away that you're also not very likely to hit them.
Yeah, let's do it. Stretch is very lucky and overconfident.
Yeah, on your character sheet where it says action die on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
click that and just select a D14, and then click your range button.
Range. Where do I get the range button?
Next to your weapon, dart all the way on.
Oh,
the right.
yes, got it.
There you go. Just click that.
If you kill me, you gotta write a song about me.
But what do you want me to click? I clicked range and then what?
Did nothing happen?
No. oh, maybe I'm not clicking the right thing. Okay, got it. Okay, doing it. Oh my god! Stretch!
Dang!
And then he screams out, Ribbit for Froge!
Yes!
So,
let it be known he rolled a 20.
unfortunately, Stretch.
No, unfortunately. This is a victory and a triumph.
It is a victory and a triumph of the dice, but unfortunately, we rolled the wrong die.
Oh no! Why?
So you do have to click your action die and change the die you're rolling to a D14 instead of a D20.
Oh, I picked the wrong one. I'm sorry. Oh no. But
You just fraction it down.
It's the big, yep, there.
Yes, I got it now. So I'm re-rolling and losing my beautiful 20.
You're 18.
Here, I'll make you feel better, Jen. Ready? We got dimensions. Wait, what?
I critted.
Dang! You
Yes,
are
you
a roll.
Stretch will not be brought down, Steven.
Amazing.
Stretch.
So your dart sails forwards and just like lands in the eye of this twisted villager. It goes, woof, and clasps his paw to his eyeball. He
Stretch
takes
goes
two
like
damage
this.
from your mighty dart. You have other characters as well. What are Red, Growlabless, and Steven doing while all this is going on?
Oh yeah, Steven the dog, right?
Yes.
So I think that Red, courageous as always, will start making her way there. What's the best way to get there? She just has to walk, right?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, well, I guess she starts walking. I guess that's as far as it gets.
Yep.
Let's see. She has nothing of range. No, she has a hammer and an iron skillet. So, and a shovel, a combat shovel.
Yes, the combat shovel.
Red is equipped with a staff, so that's good. Oh yeah, Red is equipped with a staff, so I'm not feeling it. Okay, so she just screams out, I am on my way, come along, Growlabless. Don't be
Ruelt from the other room shouts, yes, Growlabless, don't be a
So Growlabless turns around and says, come on, Steven, go for it. So I guess Steven makes his way.
Oh yeah.
How much movement does Steven have?
He's probably got 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so he won't make it that far either. Yeah. He like basically joins up with Growl.
Amazing.
And Growl's gonna walk a little bit. Yeah, like so he'll do like he'll get behind Donatush and then he's like, oh no, there's too many people in the stairs.
Oh, the bottom of the stairs is actually over here.
Oh crap! Oh, then I didn't bring Red the right way, so she's probably like here.
Yep, there we go.
And Growl gets here, and he's like, "Oh no, I cannot go any further." So yeah.
All right, then I think we're on to Rachel. What will Beverly and Donna Touche and Babs and Anna and Rachel do?
Well,
Oh yeah,
Anna and
I forgot
Rachel
about
are
Anna
not
and
mine.
Rachel. They're mine. I forgot to
There
let
you
them
are.
go.
Oh yes, no, right, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the purple and confusing.
They
red.
should be up here with Lucky Joe.
It's true. They should.
so I'm
Beverly
limited
and Donna
by
Touche.
my. I'm limited by my speed, right? For 30 means I can go 60 feet.
Unfortunately, you only get to move once and then act once. There's no like trading action down to movement in Dungeon Crawl Classics.
Got it. So if my speed is 30, I can move
You go
30
30.
feet.
Yep.
Not 60. Okay. Well, unfortunately, all my characters will be slightly out of range, but that's not going to stop them from adding enthusiasm to this battle. Beverly has picked up a fancy sword. Do you happen to know the damage roll for that?
What?
That was one of the items. It was only remarked upon as a fancy sword. We recovered it from the dead bodies at the base of this tower that we're leaving.
If it's a fancy sword, then it's probably just a sword. Let's see. So combat actions. Where'd it go? I'm going to show this to players.
Ooh, delightful.
Here on table 3-1 weapons, we're probably looking at longsword, which is a 1d8.
1d8. Fabulous. Well, Beverly is going to stride confidently up to the group as far as she can go and draw her fancy sword and try and get it to glimmer in the light. And Dune Touche is going to enthusiastically run up behind her. And she's seen a lot of success go down. She watched that dart soar over her head into the eyeball of the villager. So she's also bloodlusty. And Agnes, ever careful, ever dignified, is slowly making her way up the steps. And she would like to, as she goes, she wants to like touch all the rocks along the wall, all the cobblestones, and just see if there's anything kind of weird or activaty. She's a little superstitious.
Yeah, like sort of like one hand on the wall, just like pushing any knobs that seem out of place or perhaps look like a skull.
Yeah, she's a chest maker, so she's kind of like dunk dunk, dunk dunk, like listening for a sound that's not like solid stone.
Cool, awesome. Unfortunately, Agnes detects nothing unusual about the stone wall that she's passing, but A for effort, Agnes. Well done. Now, my friends, though you have been greatly successful thus far, it is the turn for the cornered and terrified Twisted Villagers to strike back in self-defense. This one, right in front of Lucky Joe, turns towards her, him, yes, and brandishes his spear, striking out at Lucky Joe. Let's see, that's +0 for 1d6. Ooh, Lucky Joe.
No, ouchie.
No.
You know, we got
The Overlord is rolling.
We got a 1 in 6 chance that Lucky Joe survives this, so it's gonna be fine.
Pray for Lucky Joe.
Lucky Joe is so lucky.
His
Lucky
dogs
Joe
are
gets run
orphaned so
through by a
fast.
spear. This Twisted Villager going woof in Lucky Joe's face. Meanwhile, Twisted Villager number 2 turns to Kai and strikes out at him. Let's see, this one also using a spear. This one's face is like twisted into a parody of a bat with like big long bat ears and pointy bat teeth. 1d20. Oh no, Kai.
I never found true
God.
love! He says as he does.
Kai also is run through and struck to death. Sky, you see this happen, and Kai falls to the ground before you. Does he say anything as the light leaves his eyes?
No, I think Sky is a man of the moment, a man of immediacy of what's happening right now, and fighting for his life is taking priority over worrying about those who have already fallen. Maybe he's alive, maybe he's at the edge of death, maybe he's fully gone, but we got to stay focused on the moment. You know, if you're not paying attention to the wave perfectly, if you allow like the dolphin over there to distract you, you're gonna like fall off your board. So laser focused.
I was like, there's a dolphin?
I am distracted by the concept of dolphin.
But it is our turn. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, Steven. I thought you were just asking for commentary. Sky, laser focused, will push past Fran, swing around to the backside of this Twisted Villager, and skewer him with a short sword.
9 doesn't make it. You can
I
make
don't
it.
know if I can sacrifice 3 more points of luck. I can't go down to 6 luck. It's not going to happen.
Okay, all right.
I mean, you can.
Technically possible.
But is there maybe some sort of flanking or back attack bonus?
No, unfortunately.
But 6 damage.
Look at how much you're giving up. You're just leaving damage on the table.
I mean, look at Lucky Joe. You could die next turn.
You know,
Might as well do the damage now.
I need one character to survive through this, and he can't come out with like 1 luck.
I mean, you'll recover luck at the end, so at least he'll have 2.
Little Jimmy will take his short bow and try and shoot the man past Lucky Joe.
All right.
Woo!
Oh, 13 for 5. Your arrow sails straight and true, and with a sad woof, this twisted villager in front of Sky dies.
Yay, look at me, look at me!
Junit Touche is developing a crush now on little Jimmy.
Oh, wow. Budding young romance.
It's been so impressive today.
All right, Anna, it is Lucky Joe, Horse Lady, and Bab's turn.
So I would say that if Anna and Rachel, the dog's master, Lucky Joe, fell to one of these twisted villagers, I posit that they would react by attacking that villager. Do you agree?
You know, I think that is very reasonable.
Okay.
Give me a d20 roll, and on a 5+, these dogs will attack.
Can't they have individual rolls?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Rachel is slacking.
Just too sad.
Standard.
Classic.
Oops. Anna is also. It turns out they run toward it, but then they get distracted by each other and
Now,
forget.
Anna, of course, did roll a 5+, and so.
Oh, it's 5+. Yes.
If you'd like, but if you're saying that Anna the dog is actually
Anna is with it. Anna is ready to defend her fallen master.
Okay. So I think that's d20, 1d20, and then 1d4 for damage.
With it and not with it is definitely the dividing line between Anna and Rachel.
She does one little bite of damage.
Do give me a d20 roll to see if you hit.
Oh, I thought that was what the D20. Oh, it was to see if they even think to attack. I see.
Yeah. So the situation for those who are following along at home is that these dogs, they're herding dogs. They're not fighting dogs. But it's a very reasonable point that they probably would spring to the defense of their poor stricken down master. And so I had a very easy d20 roll to determine if the dogs would act. But now they leap, and Anna, with a successful 18, dealing 1 mighty point of damage. Fantastic.
So vicious.
So
And it's still my turn.
Yes.
So Fran, who's just on fire, even though she resents being the least colorful character of Anna's party, is going to again cudgel this twisted villager.
Excellent.
No!
Wow, 0 to hit.
That's bad in this game. That's
Do
bad.
you know what that means, chat?
It means something bad.
It means
Oh, no.
the fumble table.
Uh-oh.
All right, so here is the fumble table. Please, Anna, would you roll? I believe it's 1d4. Let me take a look at your character here. This is Fran, the horse lady. Yeah. Yep. Your crit die is 1d4. So go ahead and roll 1d4.
Uh-oh.
And what's your luck?
Fran's luck is 8.
Okay, is that -1?
Yep.
Unfortunately, we if you have positive luck, you add it to this roll. If you have negative luck, you wait. You have positive luck, you subtract it from the roll. If you have negative luck, you add that number to the roll. So you've rolled a 2.
Okay.
You trip, but may recover with a DC 10 reflex save. Otherwise, you must spend the next round prone.
All right, let's try this reflex save. 0 modifier. Blowing my dice. Believe in Fran.
DC 10, no problem. Woo. Woo. Now with a mere 4 luck, Fran could recover.
No.
4 luck to not be prone?
Don't be ridiculous, Steven.
You could burn your luck to make that 6 a 10. All right.
Devil deals.
Fran, straight down onto the ground. Sorry, Anna.
Before I take Bab's turn, wanted to mention any key would like us to throw back to them in 5 minutes.
Great.
So we can play a couple more turns, but I also did want to say thank you so much to, let's see, John, Hurricane Bill, Timo, Holy Cosine, Epistellar, McTacky, and Kanto for all donating. And we have a total of $569 right now. So if you want to donate in our name, you have 4 more minutes to do so. And we would greatly appreciate it. In our name or Froge Days, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Or Froge Day.
Yeah.
For the Duday family lineage in general.
Yeah. I
The
think
Duday Trust.
Yeah, the Duday Trust. I think that Fran still doesn't even have enough movement to get there. So she's just gonna keep like shambling, like taking a sip while she's running, like, I'm coming.
Butt Prince in my chat was kind enough to check, and on page 77, it is true, all characters can take another movement in place of their action. So you don't have to run all the way up if you like.
All right, she'll go
We
stand.
can do that?
She's gonna stand just outside of Fran, out of melee.
Makes sense. Let's finish out this round, and then we'll kick it back over to Aniki to continue with this wonderful charity stream that they are hosting for us. So next, it's Jen. What do your characters do?
Well, Stretch is very satisfied with the previous hit and how the Ode to Froge went. So he's up there. Like, he is grieving, but his heart is filled with a sense of peace because he knows he's doing everything right. So he's gonna run up again. How much can he run?
You can run 30. So
30.
You can run a total of 60. So that's like, you know.
Oh, okay. So I guess he can get like here, from what I understand.
I think technically you could get all the way here if you want.
Yeah, but he can take a shot from here.
Do you have another dart?
Wait, he only had 1 dart? That's like his specialty, and he only carries 1? Well, he has no other weapon then.
Wait, let me see. So Stretch Duday.
Maybe you're right.
With dart, I think generally speaking, characters who start with ranged weapons start with 1d3 pieces of ammunition. So,
so I can roll a d3?
Jen, please roll 1d3. Oh, no, his only dart is gone. Sitting in the eye of a twisted villager far down the hall.
No.
Retrievable.
No. Well, he'll probably look for it after, but now he's like looking around. He's like, does anybody have a weapon I can use? Because he has nothing. He has
Kai,
silk clothes.
I think up there has something on his body.
Oh yeah, and Farmer Joe dropped his pitchfork
Where?
on his body. I mean, he's.
Wait, I need to see.
Way up here.
Okay, so I guess he'll do a double move action then. So
Okay.
he'll run
Get
towards.
up, like here, yeah.
So yeah, I'll be next to Danitouche.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he feels really dumb because he did have three of those at home, but he never thought he would get in so much trouble, so he only brought 1 dart. It's like, why carry 3 when you can only carry 1? It's a lot lighter and everything. Meanwhile, Red Ray is very courageous, so Red Ray is gonna run as much as she can. So it's like 25. Wait, so it's how much can she run? She's also 30? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Probably make it
20. So she gets there with 30, and then like something like here, I guess. A bit more? Okay.
Yep, I think you can make it that far.
Okay, so Red Ray runs as fast as she can. She has her staff out, but nothing more can be done. She does. Can she throw a little hammer to Stretch Duday? Because she has a small hammer. I don't know how much of an
like
attack.
and toss it to Strej so that Strej has it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'd like
yeah.
her to. Okay, so she tosses a small hammer. It's like a little bit too small, but I guess it's better than nothing. And as she does it, she says, "See, Grohl, even the frog is more courageous than you are." And then Grohl is like dragging along behind, so I guess it's gonna do something.
Cruel from the other room.
Yeah.
Jeez, Mom.
Yeah, and he's gonna call upon Steven, the dog,
Nice.
who I think you said he has a little bit more movement.
Yeah, he's got 40.
So 40. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah. Steven's running as far as he can, as fast. Oh yeah, you can double up, right?
Yep. He could even move up to
something like
there.
that. Okay. Good boy.
Nice. And now, as we're about to move to Rachel's turn, I think it's probably time for us to toss back to Aniki and thank them greatly for letting us participate. Anna, do you want to take that away for us?
Sure. We will keep streaming for another 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So if you want to hang out with us, you can still donate to Aniki through the same link. We'll keep showing it. Aniki on their channel is going to transition to showing some other things. I believe actually the next thing is Miss Harvey, who is another Miss Clicks alum. She's going to be talking about, I believe I don't know what she's going to be talking about. Something interesting and intelligent, like she always does. So if you want to watch her, you can go to the Aniki channel. You can come back here anytime. We'll keep playing, and you can keep using the ! charity command in our chats to find the Tiltify link. It looks like we, as a group, kicked off the fundraiser with $589 total. Thanks, Virgil Pool, for that last donation of $20. And you guys are awesome. That makes me feel really good because that's over 1/4 of the overall goal. So hopefully we set them up with a good starting point.
Well done, everybody watching. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. Steven, did you want to take a quick break for us and then we'll come back with more?
Could we finish Rachel's turn and the Twisted Villagers to finish out this round?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Take a break. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then Rachel, it's your turn. What do your 3 characters do?
Okay, so last turn I only moved 30, so I'm wondering, can I do that additional 30 now and then start from there?
Sure.
Cool. I'll just move everybody.
Should have done that too.
Effective rules lawyering. Well done.
Way to go, chat. Way to research. Okay. So, Beverly has moved close to the battle here, and she's watched a lot of good people fall, and this is very upsetting to her. So can I stand over the corpse of a fallen friend? Is this a valid place to be?
Yes.
All right. Beverly is going to move right in there, and Beverly is carrying the fancy sword that she found downstairs. So she's going to say, "You can't have any more of my friends!" And she's going to swing it at the Twisted Villager. One, 8. And I have selected. Did I do that? I don't. Oh, I'm just rolling damage for no reason. Forgive me. How do I attack again?
On your character sheet, this is which character is this? Beverly?
This is Beverly.
Yeah. Are you attacking with your fancy sword that you pulled out last time?
Indeed, I am.
So to the right of that line, you'll see underneath where it says melee, there's a little box with a 1 in it. If you just click that, it'll do the automatic rolling for you.
Oh, see, that's what I thought. Is it that I'm standing in a weird place? Why not? So that's not working for me. Did I not put it in the right info?
I'm able to just click it.
There we go. That's very strange. I'm clicking.
On in the box in the column where it says melee.
Yeah, the melee, it's a 1, it's right next to that range 0. I've selected the villager. Is that wrong? Am I not selecting the right person, maybe?
I don't think you need to have anyone selected, but I'm not sure why it's not letting you attack it. Maybe this is just something strange.
Sometimes Roll20 just has some moments.
Yep, you might.
Beverly just wanted you to do it, Steven. Sorry.
Yeah, right. You might close and go your character sheet, and if you can't get it to work, then I'll just roll for you. And
All right, let's give it one more shot. Come on, Bevs. Bye. That go? That did not go.
No,
Okay.
terrible. All right, here is the official, the formal, the real deal. Wait, I can even change my character name to be Beverly. Attack from Beverly. Click. Oh no.
Beverly totally whiffs it. Beverly swings for a 5. That 7 damage would have been beautiful, but she does not have enough luck to bring that up into a good range.
Right, 12. That would be, what, 6 luck? Yeah.
Dune Touch says, "Watch out, Beverly!" And she's gonna run in here as well. I want to remind you, had a swig of Babs's booze and feeling way more confident than she normally would. She's gonna take a swing with her dagger. Did hers work? Hers did not work either. No.
No. Maybe after when we take our break, we'll have to get you to F5. Are you melee or
Little
range?
refresh. This is a -1 melee on the dagger.
Here we go. We'll see what happens. Do you want to burn 1 luck for 1 damage?
Yeah, you know what? She's already pretty unlucky. She doesn't even blink. She burns that luck.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Oh wait. Yeah.
She's drunk. She's a drunk child. Don't expect her to make good choices.
Sorry.
You hit, dealing 1 damage. Fantastic. I think we've got 1 more from you, right, Agnes?
Yes. Dune Touche does that 1 damage and does not even like process that it was ineffective. She's just gonna be psyched about it. Agnes, unfortunately, is too far away, so she's going to just close distance, and she's gonna do it again, just like tapping on the walls, like
Checking for anything out of the ordinary.
very.
Yep. Agnes establishes that
her
these
up
are
over here.
very standard, normal walls. Let's see. So we've got
And
a
she's like,
number-
good, yes, yes.
Target-rich environment here. Oh my goodness. So let's see. We've got Fran the Horse Lady, Dune Touche,
Who wouldn't hit a child?
Beverly, Sky, Rachel, and Anna, all within immediate reaching range.
No,
This
don't
guy's
hit the doggos.
way too far away.
This twisted villager turns around to Beverly, who attacked furiously with a fancy sword, I might add, draws back with his spear, and then strikes. Oh no! Beverly!
Beverly grits her teeth.
Oh.
She's like, oh, no. Really?
I think Beverly is gone.
Did she burn luck?
Unfortunately not. And with the fall of Beverly, I think that is where we should take our first break of the day.
Wait, as she dies, she screams, "I'm coming, Siri! I'm coming!"
Oh.